back to episode 2 of Discerning Diviner. My name is Urvy Fitz. I'm punching my microphone, and I will be your GM slash host for you today. Very excited to be sharing the residence with everyone, as it is a game that I have personally designed myself, and I have a lovely cast of folks here with me helping play test it. So I'm going to give everyone a quick opportunity to introduce themselves as well as their character before we rock and roll into round 2. But yeah, hi, I'm Urvy Fitz, and we're just going to go down the line that I see you guys in Vid Ninja. Let's go, Steve. No, I threw you under the bus. That's perfect. You know, it's beautiful. You run a great channel. We love you for it. Aadi.
Yes, Stream Daddy, we all love you. And hello, people of the internet. I am Aadi MK. You can find me at Noonlight Creations on Instagram and on Twitch. And I shall be playing Confucian, the stock boy finance chap who talks like this. Or actually, no, I completely forgot how he sounds, but I'll remember. I'll remember.
It'll come back to you. It'll all come back to you. Bard.
Hi, everybody. I'm the Bard of Many Names. You can find me as the Bard of Many Names absolutely everywhere on the internet. And I will be playing Alex McKinley, DJ slash singer-songwriter who's absolutely a normal amount of gay.
Totally normal and casual amount of queer. It's fine.
It's fine.
Katy.
I'm Katy. You can find me everywhere on the internet. Katy Face. I'm playing Wyatt Warwick, the ex beauty queen who is has the power of choice this week. So it's a lot of pressure on my shoulders.
It sure is. And for our folks at home, welcome back! And you are watching Discerning Diviner. Last week's our residents dropped down to the final 4. We have Wyatt Warwick.
It's very, very stressful knowing that I have the power of choice this week. I'm not sure who I put up on the chopping block. Do I even put anyone on the chopping block? Do I take my chances with myself staying on? I'm not really sure. All I know is that I surprised myself and I think everybody else. And now there's a lot to get done.
Confucian.
It was, I gambled a little too much the last time, that's for sure. But I'm not too worried. Scott just walked away from a competition. And, well, the other two. I think I can take them.
Alex.
Yeah, I mean, I'm up, but really, I don't really worry. I'm trying to make this like, I don't want to play dirty. Cut to him dropping a ball out of his mouth into the tube. And I just want to, like, it's important that we know we're all human here and we don't, I don't know, lose that for ourselves. Cut to him on his knees, like trying to get the last bits of weed out of the carpet. So, yeah, I'm ready for whatever happens.
And our current selector, Scott Smasher Sinha. Woo! Other balls and other holes. So Scott last week put up Wyatt and Alex for elimination. And after some intense shared words, the residents competed in a penultimate objection competition. They tried to trip each other up with personal challenges and trick shots, but somehow Wyatt came out victorious. We're going in now live with our residents as we finished our objection challenge, and we'll see if Wyatt takes themselves off the block for elimination. If they do so, we'll be moving into a special succession challenge where all of our non-candidates, that's right, everyone who is not currently up for elimination, selector included, will find themselves competing. We're twisting it up, folks, and no one is safe from elimination this week. Hey, residents. How are y'all feeling? Yes, bring it.
Somebody wants a smoothie.
Yes. So y'all have just finished up your objection challenge. Wyatt has successfully won and now has the power to take themselves off the chopping block if they would like. If she does, you all go into another challenge the next day. So we'll have a little conversational time. So I guess that'll bring us to the real question of whether Wyatt Warwick wants to take themselves off the block.
Do we have time to talk before? Or
Yeah,
is it
absolutely.
immediately?
Yeah, take with it would be within the next like half hour once the conversation had ended. Like the competition had ended. You'd have a little bit of time to change, freshen up if you wanted, talk strategy.
I want to catch Con alone.
Okay.
And I think I do. And I'm like, I need to talk. I need to shoot straight with you here. If
Oh,
I
why?
keep myself on the chopping block and we don't go to a competition again, can I count on you to vote Alex out?
That could be arranged, but what's in it for me, Miss Wyatt?
What do you want?
I'll let you know. You owe
You
me
don't
a
have
favor.
much time. I do owe you a favor.
All
And
right.
I follow through on my favors.
All right. I think I shall consider your words and I shall act accordingly.
I mean, I'm already agreed to wash dishes tonight. Clearly, I'm turning over a new leaf.
That is yet to be seen, as I have not seen the dishes being attended to just yet.
You haven't cooked dinner yet.
This is true, I must admit. All right, Miss Wyatt. You have my word.
And you have mine. And she holds out her hand to shake.
The clawed dragonborn hand takes it.
She shakes your hand. And I promise you this. How about this for a deal? If we do go into another competition, you have my backing for selector.
That does add another layer of deliciousness to the deal. You've got a deal. You've got a bargain.
All right. I think this can work out.
Indeed. United front.
She nods and I think she slips away to go change.
And Korn will immediately after Wyatt walks off, like, they do the glasses press up anime glass, like, shine. But yes.
Alex and Scott, you'll notice that Khan and Wyatt have disappeared to another room post competition. What are the two of you doing?
You think they're fucking? So either they're fucking or they're making a deal. Or are you? Depending. Depending is the pretty word here. Do you want a smoothie? Why is everybody asking that? I only spit on or into things if people ask me to.
We have
You want me to?
Confessional. And all those smoothies and that engine noise. Make some actual goddamn food for once, why don't you? Cut.
So you think you're safe? I mean, did I understand this thingy wrong? Or maybe they are talking about putting him on a chopping block and voting you out. I mean, after the challenge, is there another vote or is it just a challenge?
There's another vote. So the next challenge, essentially, if Wyatt takes themselves off the block, the next challenge is going to determine who is replacing Wyatt on the block.
I wasn't thinking anything, but no, you brought it up.
But now that you mention it,
I mean, you just lost to me. Oh, right. Yeah, totally. So you're gonna do that with Kantu, or? No, I mean like the stepping away if you don't feel like things going your way. What now? What the fuck is a chuckle fuck? Not gonna lie, honey, it's giving boomer. Here was I wanted to ask you if you wanted to fuck, but all right.
This sounds
Not-
like ageism.
I didn't say you were a boomer. I said you were acting like a boomer. You were giving boomer.
Giving boomer.
Like if you
Serving
give me
boomer.
like a hot silver, like if you give me like a hot salt and pepper silver fox daddy, I would never turn anybody down. As long as he's like acting normally.
I think at this point, Wyatt walks in and is just
Yes.
like, what is it? What is this conversation that I'm hearing here? What are you two talking about?
That guy just told me that I'm ageist because I told him that I'm not that he's giving boomer, and I wouldn't like. I never even said I wouldn't fuck a boomer.
Okay, we should probably get outside and get ready for the announcement.
Would you fuck a boomer?
Would I fuck a boomer?
Yeah, would you fuck a boomer?
I have fucked a boomer.
See? Old horses and all that.
Like I said, we should probably go outside. What am I? I haven't made a decision yet.
Also, hi! What are you planning? What are we in here? Is this Sonic the Hedgehog the game? Do you expect her to go into a full-length villain monologue?
I mean, if you have a full leaf,
I don't see myself as a villain, so no, I don't have a full-length villain monologue.
Thank you.
you have a full length hero monologue.
I mean,
Same question
do
back
you
to
want to
you.
see it?
All right, all you occupants of Honey Jail, I think it's time to go out and do what we're supposed to do.
Honey, you are inside of Horny Jail with us.
I know. And he will flip his coat and stalk off.
It's as if you've never kissed those lips. What?
Yeah, Wyatt's gonna follow Colin outside.
You
You're
all
still sure they didn't fuck? Con knows that without me there's no more weed. Out of it without no questions? What do you mean?
Scott put Alex up as the pawn.
Well, seems like you miscalculated. And now you've got somebody who's not really forgiving, as I would be, and motherfucking pissed that you put her on the chopping block. Just as a thing to maybe think about. She got nominated and the first thing she did was knock over my weed and stomp it into the carpet. I would say there are a lot of things I would say about her. I'm not sure if forgiving would be the first one of it. Maybe you just haven't found out yet. Do we still have a second, or are we're going out now? Okay.
Yeah, no, y'all can. Yeah. If y'all are heading out, you're heading out. But if y'all need a second more, feel free to take it.
I mean, I had full makeup on this morning. I believe I'd say, yeah. I mean, we still have like 10 minutes or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this removed because yeah. And Alex gonna get into his room, take off his makeup, go over in Khan's room. Do you have any electronics?
My phone's on me the whole time.
Okay, Smasher, do you have any electronics? Anything we would know that would be important to you?
All right.
All right, you've got the picture of that dude on the punching bag.
That guy who stole your ice cream.
Yeah, Alex is just gonna get over, carefully remove it, go over into Wyatt's room, and just put it under the pillow and scrunch it a little bit.
You would, if you go through my room, you would find that I have a massager that I have kept. Take that as you will.
Of course.
No, I believe I still have 2 joints, right? I would leave one on your nightstand. And then I would go back into my room and like you would hear like shower going on and like the noises of a man trying to get makeup from his face. He has no idea how to do it. And when Alice comes back, he's gonna look like a fucking panda.
Okay.
I believe Wyatt just used the good product and I don't have the good product to get rid of it. Some people like the dramatic look. I could just, I don't know, start the karaoke machine and sing Bring Me Back to Life.
Very.
Do you want to sing with me?
Typing notes hurriedly about getting karaoke machines into the house.
Do you want to sing with me? So you do like to watch me. So you're gonna keep me around if you want to watch me. I vote for myself and we have a tie. Yeah, I know, the gays get a vote too.
Joke. Anything that might be said here will be held against me in a court of reality TV. So, welcome to Judge Judith. It's slightly different than Judge Judy. She don't have the booty. But you all are making your way out. Was there any last minute deals or anything anyone wanted to make prior to the call for objection?
I just wink at Korn as if I wouldn't know anything and we would be like still be best buddies, like. But like openly, so Wyatt sees it.
I would give a nod and a smirk and look to the producer. Can we get on with this? I do have to catch up with my reports in a while.
Okay. Well, if everyone's ready, you'll hear the host come over. Wyatt, have you made a decision
Okay,
on who
Urvy,
you're taking off? Yeah, go ahead.
Can you explain how this works? So I pick either I keep myself on, or I pick someone else. Do I?
So you can either take yourself off,
Okay.
take Alex off, or both of you stay on. But you
Okay.
don't get to pick anyone to go
Okay.
on. That's what the challenge will be.
The challenge is for. And if I keep both of us on, then there's no challenge.
On a typical twist, like, yes. But in this case, they're playing a twist where everyone's competing. No
Everyone's
matter what.
competing. Okay,
Yes.
cool. So regardless, there's a challenge.
Regardless, there will be a challenge this time.
Okay. I think I look at the host and I'm like, I have made a decision. And I think it's different than the decision that I made originally. And I look at Con and I say, do you remember how Smasher said that you're not a threat?
Sure.
I mean, he just said the same thing about you.
Our offer still stands. Everything that I offered you still stands. But I think you need to prove that you're a threat. I'm going to take myself off.
Okay.
Anime glass flash.
Wyatt's taking themselves off the block, which will then lead us in to our succession challenge. So the only person who does not have to compete in the succession challenge is Alex. Because Alex, you're on the block no matter what. You didn't get taken off.
And I still compete?
No, you don't have to compete. If you want to compete, you can. You're not gonna get anything really out of it, but except showing off.
I'm here to have fun.
Yeah, then let's have fun. Let's do it. But everyone, selector included, will be competing to take Wyatt's spot.
If you don't have the flexibility to take into account sudden changes in the market, my dear chap, you're not going to go too far.
Oh, that's where you were going with the... I also thought you were going somewhere else with the flexibility, but yeah.
That's for later. Anime glass flash.
That's if Scott stays in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You were acting all high and mighty.
Is this a change of alliances we're hearing? Are folks ganging up on Scott now?
Please, it's just a bit of friendly banter. Okay, tonight?
And here, I thought it was just the steroids that is making your balls small. Did I stutter? Ah, dear chap, I prefer a little more shine up here than down there.
Also, for who was... Look at me, I'm a fucking twink!
You, my dear, are an endangered species with that look.
I'm not sure if that's a compliment, but I'm gonna take it as one.
So I'm so annoyed. I have
As
been...
you, as Scott should be.
No, this is Steve annoyed.
Oh,
because I have been muted on stream this entire time.
Oh no, dude! Oh, yo.
Oh
No.
no.
It's fine. I fixed it. It's fine.
it's fine.
We missed all of that.
It.
All of that is.
Oh,
I am
Hey,
so sorry.
At least it is coming through in the
In the subtitles.
subtitles. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope everybody
Anyway.
can read. It's a literacy challenge
Yay!
for the audience. Surprise!
Spelling Steve!
It's a twist. It's an audience participation challenge.
Reality TV.
Reality TV and technical difficulties on TTRPG streams. It is what it is. It just happens. But as y'all are having your discussion, producers are running over to help fix Scott's microphone during this process. And they are also bringing out actually balls for everyone.
Oh, no, more
Balls are a very frequent object used throughout challenges. But everybody is only getting one ball this time. It's a decent sized ball, not like basketball sized, but you know, face sized. Something that you have to catch with two hands.
Dodgeball size?
Yeah, more dodgeball size. Honestly, dodgeballs are pretty spot on for what it is. It's going to be a little bit softer just for liability purposes. But dodgeball is a very good image for this purpose. And then producers and set hands that aren't actually bringing out the balls and fixing microphones for folks are sliding out panels. They appear to just be walls that were able to be magically conjured out of like the ground and the side walls for the set. And they bring out 4. Each is different colored to match your ball. What colors did everybody get?
Purple.
Okay.
Do you want purple? I can take another color.
No, go ahead. I'm going to get a cyan colored ball.
Okay.
Probably red.
I get yellow then. Yeah.
Okay. Got yellow, red, cyan, and purple. I like it. By now the producers would have figured out like what color balls and walls and things people like and preferences and would like to, you know, customize it and modify it for everyone. But today's succession challenge is called Icky Catch. And the point of this game is going to be throwing your ball against the wall and catching it. If you drop the ball or the ball touches the ground, you're out. Last one standing. Oh, sorry. The goal is to not be the first one out. First one out goes on the block. Make sense?
Wyatt hears the rules and looks at the rest of the group and she's like, what's the catch? There's always a catch.
There is always a catch.
After every throw, we get something dropped on top of us.
It is a game called Icky Catch.
Or we have to eat
Mhm.
something. Something's going to happen.
The stage hands that are out have set little spots, like a line, a bit of a distance away from the wall for everyone to stand behind. The producers, Alex, as they give you the ball and everything, are like, if you drop first, the game keeps going.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. And they look at all of you too, just to make sure you understand that if Alex gets out first, you have to keep going. It is not over. They're just going to allow Alex to play for fun, get in the show time, etc. Okay. But we will start off. I'm going to have everybody roll a d20 to determine initiative.
Three.
I got a 10.
Wyatt got a 10.
God.
I got a 19.
Scott with a 19. Con with a
2.
A 2. So just so everyone knows, initiative does technically happen simultaneously. Everything that is going on goes on at the same time. We just have an initiative order for the sake of talking. I am going to go ahead and give y'all that so you know where we're at. It's going to be Scott, Wyatt, Alex, and Con. In that order. And then at the end of every round, the resident/host itself gets to take their own action, its own action.
Okay. I think Con, before he gets into the spot, would drape his coat over one of the chairs, and take off his vest as well, and open up his shirt to the second button, and roll up his sleeves, and do a little get ready kind of flex.
All right, Con's walking to a spot, stretching it out. How's everybody else getting prepared?
Wyatt's doing sort of the same, but is looking around like for what's going to drop on them or what they're going to have to do. Like, yeah, is like being very sort of perceptive in what's going to happen with the catch.
I gotcha. You know what? Since you're looking around and everything, go ahead and give me a vision check.
Okay.
Also, GM, I would have left my phone in the vest.
You leave your phone in the vest.
Yeah.
Noted.
11.
Gotcha. You are taking a look around, Wyatt. It doesn't seem like anything's going to be coming at you from above or off to the sides. So any of the spots that it normally seems to be coming at you from, it's not going to be coming at you from.
Fun. That's great to know.
And then Wyatt gets in her spot. We've got Con in spot. Does Alex and Scott have anything they're doing prepping as they're walking to behind the line? Getting in the zone.
Scott is just checking his mic, making sure it's working. And he's changed out of his clothes from earlier, and he's just wearing very rare instance of not seeing him fully dressed up or half naked. It's either one of the two. But he's wearing like a pair of just gray sweatpants and a t-shirt. That's what he's wearing.
Okay. Got the comfy athleticism going for us. Alex, you got any stretches or anything you're doing as you're walking to the line, or are we getting going?
Just go in. I mean, he's on the chopping block anyway, so he's actively chill and seems excited.
Okay. All right. Alex is like, this might be my last competition, so let's do it. Okay. So you all are now behind your lines. For just distance sake, it's probably about 30 feet. If we had a board or something from you and the wall. So as we did last week, last time on, the way a round works is that you get an action, a bonus action, movement, and speed. So you'll just tell me which one of your abilities you're wanting to use. I've got a DC set, and we'll go from there. Sound good? Awesome. So at the start, we'll have Scott.
So just throw and catch, right?
Yeah. At least this first round.
Okay. Scott's played basketball as a kid, So he's just gonna toss the ball from one hand to the other. Decide to do the same thing like he did last time. Turn around and toss it up behind his head again.
Okay. Doing a little fancy schmancy here.
Yeah, and I think for extra, whatever, he's gonna jump, then flip, and then toss. Yeah, in the air, he's gonna flip. Basically, it's like a 180. Yeah.
Okay. So are you thinking like a this kind of flippy or like a full
No, like a
back flip?
no, not a black backflip. I don't think. It's literally just like a turn in the air.
Okay.
So he's looking towards the wall, jumps, turns around, back to the wall, and then so like in the air, he's gonna spin basically.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I understand. And it's during that spin that we toss and let go of the ball.
Yep.
Cool. What do you want to roll for that?
I think either agility would work, I guess.
Yeah, I
Sleight of
probably
hand?
lean either like okay. I like sleight of hand. Bring it on.
So 3d4 plus
Whatever
7?
modifiers you have. Okay. Heck yeah.
So 3 for agility and 4 for expertise and sleight of hand, right?
Correct.
Proficiency, sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
That's a 15.
A 15. Okay. There is no problem for Scott as you are able to toss that ball over your head with your fun little twist. It bounces off the wall. How are you catching it as it comes back?
So I have to be the one to catch it as well.
Yeah, because you're throwing it against the wall, so it's bouncing back at you.
Okay, cool.
It is a successful catch based off of your roll.
Cool. So for this, we're gonna pull off what is a pro gamer move then. So he's gonna do something slightly different. You can stand behind or in front of the line if you'd like, right? It doesn't have to be. Can you run up to the line? You can run up to the line.
Yeah, you can be on the line, but you can't pass the line.
Yeah, but can I take a few steps back, run up to the line, and then do this?
Yeah.
Cool. Mm-hmm. So he's gonna take a few steps back, run up to the line, jump, spin around, toss the ball behind him, and continuing the spin, land back down while he's facing the wall again, and the wall gently just lands in his hands, right next to his washboard abs. Just, it's a very, like a full 360 is what he's
Love
Yep.
it. You guys, you would hear the sound of Scott's like draft and breeze from his 360 spin. It kind of brushes
the wings
down
are out,
the
yeah.
line. I forgot the wings were a thing too. Oh, you would definitely hear it. There's just a slight little draft that comes down. Nothing that will actually impact ball throwing. And Scott is able to throw and catch his ball.
Actually, you know what? For added flavor, he's going to catch the ball with his wings. Yeah.
And then it's like an angelic opening as it drops into your hands in front of the washboard abs. You can hear just the producers in the background with their chorus going, ah!
Exactly that. Yeah.
Amazing. I think Wyatt's watching like in awe a little bit, like wide-eyed, be like, oh my God.
There's just bombastic side eye coming from Korn, and then there's that anime throb, like, on the forehead.
She like leans forward and looks at Khan and is just like giving Khan that look like you've got to beat him.
Anime glass flash.
I'm going to use memory from my days of playing dodgeball as a kid.
I like it. What? Give me. I want to hear a Wyatt memory from playing dodgeball now.
I think that, and this is the way that I throw it too. I always played dodgeball and I threw underhand, like a granny throw. And so that's how I'm throwing it now.
Okay.
And I'm picturing like the meanest girl in the, surprisingly, I was not a mean girl in high school. Or so I'm like picturing the meanest girl in high school that shaped me into what I am now. So I'm picturing her face on this wall, and that's what I'm like trying to hit.
I like it. Hell yeah.
Let's see. This is +6. So 15 as well.
A 15 as well. Heck yeah. So you get that ball, you're about to almost granny bullet and fling it right at the wall. You actually watch the wall just wobble a little from the rage of you hitting it. And the ball comes bouncing back at you with a solid ricochet. How does Wyatt catch it?
I catch it with like a just like a squeal. Like I didn't expect it to actually like come back and for me to catch it. So I'm a little scared of it. And the force that I put behind it is like a little alarming. And so when I catch it, I'm a little scared and I hold it and I'm like, pause for a moment and sort of look side-eyed at everyone. And I'm like, okay, didn't expect that. And I hold on to it as I get ready to throw again.
Gotcha.
Damn, girl boss over here.
Wyatt's just surprising herself left and right today. Alex.
Alex, very, very chill, stands on the line and just gonna throw like a fucking normal person. Just
What do you want to throw it with?
I'd say sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? Okay.
That's a 14.
A 14. It's there's no like ball, the wall doesn't wobble or anything. You just fling it and it bounces off the wall. Yeah, kind of towards the top. It's a nice like center shot. If you were playing basketball, it probably would have just hit off the backboard and gone in. How do you catch it?
Very normally too.
Just
Yeah.
okay. Con.
I'm going to use strategy.
Oh, tell me about it.
So Con will kind of first, before he does anything, he will stick a finger in his mouth and check the wind, right?
Mm-hmm.
And see how it goes, and then he's going to go into a dueler stance, like side facing the wall with the ball out, and he spins it with a twirl just to to take the wind into account and come back perfectly.
You Scott's pizzazz was gonna come through.
Mm-hmm. And so that is a 4 plus 6. So that's plus 10.
Plus 10, okay.
Mm-hmm. Because I roll legendarily bad, so let's see. I have to use.
Roll legendarily bad, so let me make sure I.
Yep.
Have enough modifiers.
Let's see how that goes. Let's go.
What'd you get?
16.
16. Heck yeah. As you get that nice little twist about it, you actually watch your ball like start on the corner of the wall and roll all the way across. Like this is not something that should physically be possible, but the pizzazz. How do you catch it when it comes just like earthly rotating back at you? Full
So
revolution.
moving from the sideways stance, he goes backwards and his tail comes around and it catches and it comes and it goes into his hand just like that with his back to the wall.
Love it. It was part of the strategy. You knew like the perfect like spin you had to do with the full body to able to latch it with your tail.
and will do a little smirk at Wyatt and anime flash.
If Wyatt could clap, because this is all happening at the same time, the most you get is like a very genuine smile. But if Wyatt could clap, she would be clapping for you.
Yes.
Okay. All right. After everybody has flung their first ball, and it seems to be going smoothly, maybe a little too smoothly, you all notice as the little lines on your walls, kind of brick looking originally, start to part a little bit. And outside of the creeks and crevices comes a large splatter at everyone's face, covering you, your ball, and the wall in a sticky, oozy substance. If I can have everyone roll me a caliber check.
So I do have a thing. I have
Yes.
waterproof, so I'm resistant to slime, goo, and gross.
Excellent. So that will essentially, it's going to give you the lower DC. So does
Okay.
anybody else have waterproof?
I also have steel stomach, so I have advantage on caliber
Cool.
checks.
So you'll have advantage on this check here. Let me make a note for con.
Just as a question, what would happen if we failed here?
If you fail here, you're about to have a real tough time on the next round.
Just asking because I have a bronze of 2. No, wait, that's caliber. Oh, I also have a caliber of 2.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 13.
13.
I've got
So
a
it's a
12.
It's a 3d4 plus your caliber check, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I got a 9.
Okay. What did Con get?
On advantage, I got a 10.
The only person to fail was Scott. It was a DC 10. So for this next round, Scott is the only one impacted by the sticky, the icky, the gross. Which will bring us to the top of the round. That'll be Scott.
God damn it. Scott is pissed. The fuck is this bullshit? I have dealt with stickier shit before. And he just flies up in the air 20 feet. And he just tosses the ball at the wall. And he's going to land back down. And
you hear Wyatt go, "You've dealt with shit before?"
You have no idea.
Flying is allowed?
It's movement.
Yeah, so basically, he's going to go up 15 feet, toss the ball at the wall, and then go back down for the rebound to catch it. That's what he's doing.
Kind of making a good little triangle here.
Basically, yeah, doing high school Pythagorean theorem shit, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So are you wanting to... I know we're joking about Pythagorean theorems, but I am going to genuinely ask if we're calling this a brains for... What do you want to roll for it? What's your 5? What's your 15?
If you like, what I want to roll for it is Riz, but I don't think Riz works in this situation. But I guess strategy could work.
Yeah, if you want to use strategy, I would say strategy or an athletics would work because you're hucking it from up high, or you're trying to think about the triangle. Kind of depends on where Scott's brain's at.
Okay. So I have
quick confessional. Like he can even spell Pythagoras.
Do we know if Scott can spell triangle?
Scott is not a
Are
himbo.
we sure?
What is going on?
Are we sure that Scott knows what a triangle is?
Poor Scott.
He's not a himbo. There is layers to him, okay?
I mean, I'm over here playing the character with an int of 1.
Okay, he's got a solid 9 on his int, okay? So anyway, so I have just remind me how to do this again. I have a proficiency in strategy, and I have so that's strategy is brains. 2 on
Yes.
brains, 3d4 plus 2 plus how much of
Plus 2,
proficiency?
plus 4.
Plus 4, okay.
Yes.
Proficiency is +2.
Yes. But he's got +2 on his modifier, so it's +4.
That's an
Right,
11.
right.
And 11. Okay. So as you are flinging the ball, Scott, from up high, you're still a little, a little messed up about the fact that you are even having to compete in this competition. You can tell that your fellow residents down the hall were not impacted by this viscous substance that was spurted at you from the walls. And so as you are flying up in a hurry, you fling the ball down. You watch as it bounces off the top part of the wall, the corner there. And as you are anticipating it to have hit the wall and come down, you watch as the ball goes over your head from the bounce. And you start to jump for it, Scott, trying to grab it. And it slips through your fingers. And as that ball starts to go towards the ground, Wyatt.
I'm getting a little cocky because that first one worked so well. So I'm going to use sleight of hand. And I think I make the ball twist a little bit in my hand as I throw it toward the back of the wall, or throw it toward the wall.
Okay.
It's going to be a +7. 16.
16. You get that nice little spin on it. You're accounting for the couple of sticky spots that you see on the wall there as well. Just I got to get this nice and perfect. It bounces right off the center for you. How do you catch it?
I know that I'm nowhere near as athletic as Scott, and I don't have the strategy of Con, and I'm not really paying attention to Alex. So I just sort of brace myself like I would do in dodgeball, and I just have my hands out ready to catch it. And it sort of bursts back against my chest, and I wrap my arms around it in a tight hug.
And you cradle that ball to your chest as Alex goes.
So we were talking about sticky substances.
Yeah, you are covered in one.
Then we're gonna roll performance. Alex was waiting for this, and Alex is making a show out of it, hair flip. Takes the ball and actually really performance. I mean, he also got advantage on agility stuff and stuff like this, so he would low-key make a not a pole dance thingy out of it, but low-key a pole dance thingy out of it, getting low, turning his best parts to the camera, and it's not his face, and going far back and just flinging it. And with every movement, whatever we got sprayed with is just let me roll the dice. That would be a 15 with performance.
15 with performance. Okay. You've got this icky substance flinging off of you as you are almost dancing. and flinging the ball. And you get this nice little like pirouette kick on it too as you're flinging shit around, and it bounces off the wall just to hit the vibe. Your wall wants to participate in this performance check. So it just kind of splits and splatters everywhere. And there is a like almost shimmy from your wall, it seems.
Oh.
The whatever producer is watching your wall is matching your energy here. How do you catch the ball as it comes flying back at you?
The ball is just like reflecting, coming back, and Alex standing there doing nothing. Giving a tiny bit of Dom energy over here. And ignoring like half of the crew, just takes a look at the cameras. Takes a look at Con.
Yeah, he would this time kind of just standing with hands in pockets, just facing the wall straight up. The tail would rise from behind him and just do a kind of the tail slap as it goes flying, still using strategy.
Are you holding it with your claws, or are you holding it with the tail and flicking it?
With the tail, it's
Okay.
like it's wrapped around and then it just goes like it's that kind of move.
Yes.
So let's see how that goes.
I was in a table football moment.
That is a 13.
A 13.
Mhm.
There is a moment when you release the ball from your tail where you can feel your heart stop in your chest, because you felt this extra little tip on your tail as it was going, and you don't feel super confident in the release as it
But
is.
just because the waterproof thing, would that come into play here as well? Because it wouldn't have been sticky.
Oh, it does. You're literally just one above
Covered?
the DC for the
Okay.
drama of it. This is the flair. This is the tease. This is
Okay.
you're just
Okay.
very close to the DC is why we're giving it a little tension.
Let's go.
And it flings, and the tip of your tail just kind of gives that little extra touch, and you can feel like in your snout the air catching, but it bounces off of the wall, and no stick. Your hands feel clean. How are you catching it as this ball comes flying back at you?
It would essentially be how similar to what Alex did, but the clawed hand just kind of darts out snake-like, catches it, and it's brought, and he takes the step back, like the quick half turn, and then he has it almost like in the shot put kind of starts.
Got it like back here. We've got a
Yeah.
hug around with Wyatt. Alex is in his. The only words that came to my mind were "Dommy Mommy" pose, but Alex is not a Dommy Mommy.
And
Yeah.
he'll end up with you call this sticky. Sounds like an amateur skill issue.
As you say, amateur skill issue, Con, you'll notice that two of your co-residents have caught their balls next to you. But
I was
down
looking
the way.
specifically at Scott,
who is now turning around having to go get his ball as the only one who has dropped it. And there's like a quiet across the production.
Cut to
the set
confessional.
crew is kind of, bring it.
This is the first time that I have failed to bounce on it. God damn it.
Oh no.
And it might be the only time you failed to bounce on it. But we'll see. We'll see. There's like a quiet, you guys can hear it. Like there's a thaumaturgy magic that comes on whenever the host clicks on her little speaker to talk to you guys. And you guys hear the magic start, but she doesn't immediately cut in. And then there's a little lip smacking moment you can hear that she goes, "Well, Congratulations, residents. It looks like Con and Wyatt, you two have managed to save yourselves from the block this week. But in a wild turn of events, Scott, our selector, the Smasher, will be joining Alex for elimination. And then there's just a pause. You guys can still hear that like little background thaumaturgy music for a moment. We're going to cut to a commercial break, my friends, our audience at home. And when we come back, we'll be moving in to our elimination between Scott and Alex. Con and Wyatt, it sounds like you guys have got a decision to be made. And then that thaumaturgy music cuts out. And you watch the production disappears, the set crew disappears, and it seems to be just the four of you again. Which you know it's not. There's scrying eyes everywhere.
Wyatt walks over to Con to like give him a high five.
The hand is waiting.
Yeah, gives him a high five because they did it.
Nice game.
You proved that you're definitely a threat.
I was counting on it.
I always knew you were.
Well, I'm unfortunately, I don't think the Scott understands. As a dragonborn, I am a weapon, and like the flames, like kind of just like there's a little bit of flame that comes from the snout.
She crosses her arms and looks over at Scott and says, "We got to get Scott out of here."
I agree. Change of vote.
Change of vote. You still have my backing, but Scott's got to go.
Agreed. Anime Flash.
If Wyatt had glasses, do the same thing.
The producers are editing them in as you speak. It's one of those like, okay, we have to have these matching guys. Hold on. Wyatt's never worn glasses before. Pizza and disguise self. Let's go.
I figured out how to do the anime glass flash in real life also.
Amazing.
Yes.
Ooh.
Wyatt and Con, are you all trying to go off somewhere like discerningly with one another and have that little discussion?
I figured Wyatt would have pulled Con away while Alex and Scott were like, licking their wounds. Or not really Alex. Alex is on the chopping block anyway. But Scott was licking his wounds.
Let's check on Scott.
Scott's gone after the ball and he didn't really come back to the rest of the group. Continues flying to the roof of the house and just sits down. Reaches for the camera again, pulls it in front of his face. Well, looks like I fucked up big time, huh? It's fine. Everything is fine. It's going to be okay. We have a big vote to go through. And sure, I have made enemies with all of them so far. Like I asked Wyatt what beauty. I told Con he wasn't a threat. And kind of fucked it with Alex in multiple ways, but not in the fun way. But it's fine, right? It's going to be okay. We persevere and we pull through. I am nothing if not reliable and not true to my word. And I did promise that I would leave here a winner. And even if I get eliminated, I will leave here a winner. That is an assurance and a promise to all of you. Because they don't just call me the Smasher for nothing. I smash shit and I smash people. And that's who I am. And he's going to let go of the camera and he's going to go over to his selected room, which is still his for a little bit, and walk over to the punching bag. And just from inside, all of you just hear a loud yell. Which one of you fuckers took the picture off my punching bag?
Huh?
Imagine Con, Wyatt, and Alex are like all in the kitchen at this point. Alex is making smoothies. Con started like cooking dinner. So Wyatt can start like, helping clean up after Con as Con's going. It's a real
like
nice,
really
cute
sous
moment.
chefing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if White's helping, Alex would help too. Like, he's not an asshole.
Oh my god, there's a trio bonding happening down there. When you
Kitchen
hear-
party.
It's a kitchen party when Smasher starts screaming.
Yikes.
Wait, what happened?
He's yelling about something.
Scott, it's all right to be dejected on your failure. This is completely normal.
No, fuck that. I don't care about that. That's right now. I thought the selector's room was off limits to the rest of the peasants. He looks over at
Peasants?
3 of them. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
as a quick question, is that true?
It would be like a locked door situation.
But how could I have gotten in?
You're sneaky, Alex.
Okay.
We'll
Why
leave it
would
at
you
that.
call us peasants? That's just a little rude.
That's
Yeah,
what all the
that's
selectors have
fucking
called all the non-selectors this entire season. What do you mean?
I didn't know that. I haven't been a selector.
Yeah,
Also,
but
you could always start to be the first nice person. Like,
I was nice this
forward.
entire time. What do you mean? I have been nice up until people steal my shit.
What's
Right.
missing?
That's his definition of
The
nice.
picture from my punching bag. That's what's missing.
Oh, that thing. I wouldn't have gone close to it.
But how do you know
Much
that's a thing then? If you wouldn't have gone close.
because it smells from here.
I didn't even know
It
you
just
had a
smells?
picture on a punching bag.
Yeah, it's from this piece of shit who stole my ice cream when I was a kid.
No, I mean,
Long story.
It would have been there, like in your common room before that, right? Before you got the selected room. Like, so I'm guessing we would all know of the poster, right?
Oh, the poster. Yeah, sure. But the punching bag I only got after I became selected. Before that, he was just smashing balls. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait. This is a me wanting clarity thing now. So this is a picture that Scott has now brought since the beginning. Like this ice cream stealer, is this Scott's like main motivator in life?
Not in life, but when he was younger, he didn't really have a way to protect himself, especially when his wings were coming in. It was a very sore subject, and he got bullied for it. So as he got older, it's been like this one kid who fucked with him a lot. And this kid, the picture of this kid is not from when he was a kid. It's from when he was like in his early 20s. But
Okay.
Scott is now like late 20s, I would say. So like this picture is old-ish. It's not from the last 5-6 years. Which why this person still, like why Scott wouldn't have an updated picture is a whole other question. Why there isn't an updated picture of this person anywhere else is also another question. But that is not the point.
I'm honestly so much more. I was always envisioning this as like a 5-year-old kid that you were punching in the photograph. So I'm so glad I've asked for clarification.
Which makes this next line also much better. Oh, you lost the picture of your unrequited love. That sounds unfortunate.
Con, don't be mean.
Well, that picture was the one thing he brought in with him. It's clearly something that means quite a lot. And he has been giving it intense eyes the whole time.
Have you
What am I to assume?
never heard of spite, Con?
Scott, have you ever considered that maybe it's a little unhealthy to hang on to that sort of thing?
Oh yeah, definitely. I've been going to therapy for it. Like, yeah, I know. Baby
So
steps though,
maybe
right?
you should. I mean, you're really, really, really strong now. Your wings are immaculate. Maybe you should move on.
Yeah, sure. Eventually. But I get to decide when I move on, not when someone steals my shit.
Fair point. But this picture is missing.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw it?
This morning before the first, the first, whatever it's called, test combat ball throwing thing.
Competition encounter
Yes, that, yeah. My brain didn't work.
challenge.
Well, as you know yourself, the selected rooms are locked. As much as my skills are diverse, they don't lie in that direction.
Mine either. I can barely do anything, let alone pick a lock.
Alex, you didn't deny it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I the third to be said? Oh, I have no clue how to pick a lock. Look at me. Do I look like a criminal?
You don't want me to
mean-
answer that.
I mean,
That's profiling.
right now, to be honest, you look like a fashion disaster, my dear.
Right now, I look like I've spent a bit too much time in the company of a few too many men. But no, I didn't take your stupid picture. I hate the last time somebody just waltzed into my room, my weed got knocked over. You think the next thing I'm gonna do is just get into the forbidden, closed off something room, pick a lock, or I don't know, teleport through and mess you with your shit? No, I don't mess with people's shit. I walked into Wyatt's room, that's true, to piss her off because she walked into my room, but I didn't take anything.
Camera cuts to sneaky Alex being
Yeah,
sneaky.
no, absolutely, 100%. There is a clip right now. It's of, and they're playing the clip. It's like a very nice, like sepia clip too. Like they've put a filter on it of you going into Wyatt's room. They're confirming your facts, and they're showing you putting something in Wyatt's room rather than taking anything out of Wyatt's room, which is that photograph you have slipped under the bed there.
My.
That's for the folks at home.
Oh,
Nobody in the house will
Yeah,
see that.
no.
Fair enough.
But Alex, would you like to roll a deception check?
Yeah, sure.
Because the first part of that story
Is
Well,
it?
is a
Well,
little...
Smasher, as our resident beauty queen has stated, these things are better to let go of. Perhaps this is a good time to start considering.
They just rolled 3/4.
Fuck.
Yeah, so Alex, yeah, there's like no doubt. Alex is telling y'all, like, I went into Wyatt's room. I'll tell y'all that.
But also, I went into it like last episode when she went into mine. I was like, "Oh, I'm looking for something." Yeah, do you have a pen? Do we still don't have a pen, Wyatt? Wyatt, do you have a pen? I mean, look, I get it. You saw the two of them getting out. You threw shit at them, and now the next thing you want to do is pin something on me. Fuck you, really, that's not nice.
This is bullshit. This is absolute bullshit. He's gonna slam the table and he's gonna walk away into his room.
Well,
We should probably get back. Go ahead.
someone has a temper.
We should probably get back to cooking dinner. He will get hungry eventually.
Mm-hmm.
What's for dinner?
I am making tapas. Mhm, mhm.
We love tapas. Excellent. As you all wrap up making dinner for the night, Wyatt cleaning up dishes, you all are going to get through the whole night before the elimination happens the next day. So one last night with Scott in the selector room.
I think Wyatt does go back to her room and finds a picture, and she gets pissed and she calls Con into the room. and she like has. Did you put it like under her pillow?
Yeah, like Alex was banking on Smasher to storm through all the rooms and just look for it, so it was subtly hidden.
So she calls Con into the room and she's like, has the pillow up and she points at it and she's like, what the fuck is this? I didn't do this. I was with you.
Yeah, that is what I remember. Curious.
Should I give it back to Scott? I mean, he's not going to believe unless you're there to vouch for me. I should give it back, right?
He does seem to be whining about it a little too much, and let's not give him an excuse to be off his game. Yes, let's help old Smasher.
Okay, a united front then. And she'll grab it and go to the selector room with Con and she'll knock at the door. Scott, we have something for you.
Could I
Real
see
fast,
this?
I was gonna say, while this is going on, while y'all are walking up, what is Alex doing?
As soon as Alex gets a whiff of people running around, he would like poke his head out. Yo, what's going on?
Why don't you tell us, Alex? Because we found the picture in my bed while I was with Con for the whole day. So how did it get there?
I don't fucking know.
So did the producers put it there?
Wouldn't put it above them, but I don't think so.
Scott, open the door. We have your picture.
Scott has been doing some pull-ups and some push-ups. He's working out in his room. It's the only way he kind of can
Like de-stress.
yes, that fuck. I can't think of words today for some reason. But he opens the door, covered in sweat, shirtless, wearing the tightest pair of shorts you've ever seen. Huh? What?
I
Wait,
have your picture. It
you
was
found it?
underneath my pillow. Yeah. But I was with Con for almost the whole afternoon. So I'm wondering how it got there. And she looks pointedly at Alex. I think someone's still upset that I knocked over their weed.
Honey, we had a talk about this. I said it's fine.
Well, I don't think the producers are allowed to mess with our things. Anyway, here you go, Scott. I hope this makes you feel better.
Oh, this is how it's played here, yeah? Scott, it seems like you're right. The two of them are really up to something together.
Fuck you, Alex. Thank you, Wyatt. I appreciate it. This is
Fuck me.
yeah,
She
not in the
just
fun
came
way.
out of a room with the picture, with her new bestie, and was like, hey, look, I've got your picture. I have no idea how it got there, but it must have been somebody because I was with the one person who I have been making plans for the whole day. Oh, how fucking convenient. But no, I've been on a chopping block the whole day. What would I have gotten out of, I don't know, taking something that's yours? I couldn't have known that you would have been next.
Really defensive for someone who's so innocent.
No, I'm just tired of your bullshit. I was fine with the weed, okay? I wasn't fine with the weed. I hate people touching my stuff. But I was like, hey, okay, let's talk.
Scott hates people touching his stuff too.
Yeah. Excuse me, who was in my room and knocked my weed over? Did I just waltz into other people's room?
I didn't go into Scott's room. It was an accident what happened in yours. And I apologize profusely for it. When we get out of here, I'll get you some more weed. I promise. If it's that important to you.
It's not about the weed.
Maybe you just wanted some attention from old Smasher, given how much you've been saying fuck after mentioning his name.
Oh, come on. You like this the smoothie thing.
Oh, indubitably.
Confession. Nobody likes the fucking smoothie thing.
Yeah, there would have been that arched eyebrow, indubitably.
Scott, I swear to God, I had no way to get into your room.
none of the others did either. And at this point, there is no reason for Wyatt to take the picture and then come back and pretend like she found it. For what? What would that do? Nothing. It wouldn't change anything.
How about this? Scott, you can decide on your own, but I'm going to let bygones be bygones. You have your picture back, Scott. I hope it makes you feel better. I wouldn't
Yeah.
touch your thing.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It means a lot. Actually, you know what? This has given me time to think. And he takes the picture. Is the food still cooking? Are you done cooking? What is the vibe?
We left
Oh.
some out for you.
No, this is like above the
Dinner.
table. Like, is dinner
Yeah.
like still cooking? Is the flame?
Dinner's finished. It's plated. And
Okay,
on the
cool.
table.
He's gonna walk over to the kitchen, reach for the lighter, light the gas, and he's gonna put the picture on the flame. I think we're
Wyatt
done.
immediately starts clapping.
It's fine. Nobody's heard from little Timmy in like a decade anyway. I hope he's dead. Even if he's not,
Amen.
I'm done. I am done thinking about other smaller, insignificant men trying to ruin my fucking life.
Good for you, Smasher.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah, I
on
think I'm
you,
gonna
mate.
get the what?
Good on you, mate.
Oh.
It's always good to let go of old resentments.
Yeah, especially if this is going to be my last night in this place. I feel like I have changed a lot since I got in here, right? So if we decide to leave, if I get voted out, which, you know, fair play, wouldn't that be a twist? The selector gets voted out in the week that he's supposed to be immune. I think that'll make for the history books for this show. I think you guys should do it. Wait, no, I didn't say that. It would be funny though. But yeah, that's one less thing to worry about. Cool. Okay. Food. What's for dinner? Do you guys eat yet already, or are we? What's the vibe?
We wanted to give you space.
Well, I haven't. I've just finished plating all the food. It's on the table.
Yeah.
As it is going to be someone's last night, I thought we should have dinner together. Perhaps.
I like that idea. Yeah.
I don't want to call it a family dinner. A friend dinner.
Yeah, I can fuck with that. Yeah.
Yeah, friends sound good.
I think.
So-
Oh, go ahead.
Certainly a term to use for this kind of an endeavor.
Yeah, for right now, I think it's good that we all just take it easy.
I believe it was a movie that said it. Ooh-sa. Ooh-sa.
And I think a friendly, not family dinner is a good place to call for a quick little bio break for our cast and let people get up, get some stretching.
Let's go.
And when we come back, we'll have a final night for someone. And the following day, we'll have our elimination. So
Sounds good.
we'll be back in 10:15. This is me asking Steve.
Yeah, that works.
Bet.
Cool. My mic is working. Great. Okay.
Yay! Over as we make it back from our bio break and wonderful times, we are back at the Discerning Diviner house, where everyone has gone through and checked all of their thaumaturgy packs. All of the scrying eyes have been freshly polished. No static filter for our viewers at home. As we come back prior to our break, Wyatt pulled themselves off the block. We went into a succession challenge, which had a surprising twist of our selector ending up on the chopping block. After a bit of a scandalous dinner, our residents went off to bed and awakened the next morning for breakfast? I asked with a question mark. If there was anything.
I do hope we all awake for breakfast,
Yeah.
unless somebody tried to kill somebody else
Right,
tonight.
no, and that's why I gotta ask or make sure nobody had any like big nightmares or scandalous plans through the night.
I think before he would have gone to sleep, Alex would have had a knock on his door.
Yeah, come in.
The door opens and Con steps in. He is in his usual silk pajamas, and he holds up the joint that was left on the table. An extra little gift. Is this?
I'd say I promised we shared.
This is true. Well, given that this might be somebody's last night, I thought we could have a last little spliff together.
Yeah, sure.
We'll go outside the house to the usual smoking place.
Yeah.
And light it, take a deep toke, and pass it on. Well, this has been a dramatic evening, hasn't it? I'm going to tell you right now. Wyatt and I are thinking of voting on Smasher. Would you like to join the United Front?
I mean, I won't be voting on myself.
Good. Then you know where the cards lie.
Do you have any idea about the thing with the picture?
None whatsoever. But whoever did it was clearly had a plan in mind. I don't know how well that plan worked out, but we shall see.
Because I tell you, it was hard for me, all of you, going after me tonight.
Well, old chap, this is the nature of these kind of games. It is the survival of the one who lasts to the end. I apologize if I made you nervous, in addition to whatever else came your way. But you are now part of the United Front. We have a common target. And our stoning sessions can continue.
Hopefully.
Takes the joint back, finishes, gives a nod, and
I mean, if either of us gets to be here, what's it called? Head of the house, we could always ask for more weed.
certainly an option.
Are there any plans on the United Front who's gonna be it?
That conversation is for tomorrow, old chap.
Makes sense.
You know, it is odd to see you so low. Perhaps I could be of some assistance in that way.
You wanna give me some company?
And he just leans forward. Yeah, he leans forward. Well, I am waterproof in a lot of ways. Fade to black. Fade to black.
I believe Alex and Con would have a nice night, right?
And in the morning, I think, um, uh, so I don't know, Scott and Wyatt, could you just roll me a d6?
I'm
Uh,
scared.
I got a 4.
And Scott got a
3.
Wyatt, you would see in the morning when you get up, Corn getting out of Alex's room.
I think she like catches your eye and like raises an eyebrow and is just like doesn't
Got
say
some-
anything.
It was a good stretching session.
I bet it was.
Flexibility. And anime glass flash.
Urvy?
Walks off to his room.
Urvy, this might be hilariously distasteful.
Are you about to ask to roll a performance check? Because I've
Yes!
been trying. Okay, good.
Yes!
Because I've been trying to send it to you.
Let's go. Wait, where are my rolls? Here are my rolls. Come on, don't disappoint me. Okay, that's a 15.
Okay.
Alex was gay as fuck.
Quick question between the two of us. Top or bottom?
Top.
Yeah.
You didn't.
He's
Why
like-
did you even ask that? Why are you
I was
asking
gonna say,
questions
we're all
you know the answers to?
for the audience.
Yeah, for the audience. And since we're at Pantsless tables, Alex is one of these bottoms that are very reactive.
Especially given Alex's inexperience. And confessional.
Yes.
I may not look all that big. I am lithe and slender, but I do pack it where it counts. Winks at the camera. Confession end.
Confession
I
time?
was gonna say, where's Alex's?
Well, if this is the last thing I'm gonna get out of this house before I leave, worth it.
Wyatt has a confession as well. I really didn't need to know that happened.
And Scott, who doesn't know, also got dragged into the confessional room at some point this morning.
All right, it's showtime, babies. You're going to want to watch this space because I'm about to make history tonight. Hell yeah.
So you all get up for breakfast with Con sneaking out of Alex's room, only to Wyatt's knowledge. What's for breakfast on this fine elimination morning?
I'm making smoothies!
As an act of compassion, and Scott Sinha, right?
Yep.
So you would you have some Indian connection that way?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I would make a puffed rice breakfast, which is actually poha.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'd have a big bowl of poha, and it's puffed rice and little bits of vegetables, and some sprinkling of spice.
That looks delicious.
That's what you said yesterday.
Oh, Jesus.
Wasn't that today?
Time does slip by when you're having fun, doesn't it?
Also, like, trying to get something from your plate, absolutely fucking failing. Oh no.
Scott just watching this, like, cut to confessional. So these two obviously fucked last night. What else is new? Back to current whatever. Thank you, Con. This is really good. Like, tastes like home. Good.
I'm glad.
What do you plan to go back to your finance trading shit once you're out, or do you kind of?
Sorry, go ahead.
Do you want to put your cooking talents to use?
Oh, my talents are always on offer, and they are part and parcel. Though I will admit, I do look forward to getting back into the active trading scene. I'm still waiting on word on an investment. If it works out, I might.
Interesting.
Things might work out well for me.
Yeah, because I know people who will want to hire you for your skills in a heartbeat. Like, this is good shit. Like, I'm talking like Michelin star restaurants, good shit, you know? So, also, I would like to preface this by saying I'm not trying to butter you up so you vote against Alex. I'm just talking facts here.
Perfectly. It's all on the table, as it were.
Yeah. I'm sure. On the table, on the couch, against the wall. Yeah, I'm sure.
There were a few check marks made on that list, yes. And he sips his tea.
Okay. Wyatt, what are you doing?
Yeah, so this whole discussion is happening at breakfast, and Wyatt is.
Wyatt has just lost their appetite with all of this innuendo, and it's just like, I'm just gonna go get some fresh air.
Steps outside.
Yeah.
As breakfast wraps up, the host comes over the thaumaturgy system and lets you know that there's probably going to be about an hour before they start the elimination ceremony. So if you guys have any last minute conversations, anybody who wants to get dressed up, this is it's your hour till show.
I think I would go up to Wyatt's room and just knock. Actually, no, I'd follow her outside after breakfast is concluded, and wander over to you, pulling a cigarette out and lighting it. Well, the day of elimination has arrived.
It has, and I have to say, I'm still feeling a little nervous about everything.
Oh, don't worry about that. I've got the twink on our side.
Well, after everything you've done, I would hope so.
Oh, he was most amenable.
You know what? I don't need any details. I'm perfectly all right without them.
Oh, am I making you uncomfortable, Wyatt?
I just fully believe that some things should be left to the imagination.
It's a good thing that I have a banging imagination then.
I bet you did bang something a couple of times.
A few. And would saunter back off, flicking the cigarette away.
My two on the block. Any last minute strategy or preparations you guys would like to do?
I would turn to Scott. Not gonna lie, whoever goes today was a good run.
Yeah, it's been fun. I I do feel like I've learned a lot about myself here, and yeah, good vibes, I guess. I don't know. I'm not very good at this sappy shit, but it's been fun. It's been real.
Yo, you want to hang out as soon as we're all out of here?
Sure, why not? Although I doubt it's gonna happen, but sure. Yeah. 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 About about the picture or whatever. I don't care if you took it or not. I don't know if you took it or not, but whatever. It helped me move on. So thanks, I guess. Yeah, leaving this place with less things than I got in here with. That's the first. Yeah.
Why, have you been in here before?
No, but I've been in other places before, right? So
yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna go get dressed, I think.
Little fist bump between the bros.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Scott's gonna go back to his room and he's gonna write 3 letters, one for each of his teammates in the house, and I will reveal the letters based on what happens. Yeah, and yeah, just spend the rest of whatever time's left getting ready.
I believe. I mean, now that you said it, it's a bit cheap saying it too, but Alex would go to his room and also prepare a little something in case he got voted out.
I think Con, the only thing that he would do before getting dressed is he would do a very quick look at the stocks prices and see how his investment is doing and whether it is building up to the point where he can sell it so that he can get out of his debt and potentially save his ass.
Give me a brains check as you're checking on these.
Brains check. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's go.
just general brains.
So that's 3d4 plus 4. That's a 10.
Okay. You're taking a look, and the current investments you have, they are doing well. But you're definitely thinking that this prize money is still going to be a bit of a necessity to paying off your debts.
Con would switch off the phone and for a moment his the eyes would his face would just go into the darkness and then but there's a little glint up and there's just fire in his eyes as he begins dressing.
A reinvigorated spark. Wyatt, was there any last minute preps or anything you wanted to do?
I think Wyatt just puts on a nicer set of clothes and just like the athleisure wear she usually wears. She puts on like a nicer dress or something. Still pretty casual, but something that looks a little bit more elevated.
I gotcha. So the elimination ceremony, as the hour ends, would take place in y'all's living room area. With all 4 of you able to gather around some couches. I imagine Alex and Scott would be on the same couch as the candidates for elimination, with Wyatt and Con on the opposite couch. You get a little portal mirror image, kind of a holographic look of the host as she comes into the living room with you all. Not literally physically, but again, image to address everyone with, all right, residents, how are we feeling? gives you a little thumbs up and make sure everyone's good.
Uh,
Understandable, Alex.
Corn,
Yeah, the couch is more comfy.
Corn has a little bucket of popcorn, and he's just like, he hears that and he takes a piece of popcorn between two of his claws and like with a audible snap, it is going spicy.
We love a little flair. Scott, Wyatt, are you two ready?
I mean, as ready as we'll ever be. We don't really have a choice.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Scott steps out of his selector room wearing another immaculate 3-piece suit. This time it is... Sorry, like all of his other suits, it has holes in the back for the wings. The wings are out, right? This is this suit is different from what you've seen him normally wear. Usually Scott wears a lot of blacks and grays and blues, like a lot of darker colors. This time he's wearing a green shirt with a red vest and a yellow suit on top. Like the yellow is accentuated in the pants. His boots are also yellowish with like red rims around the sides. And he just grabs the edges of his suit and just fixes himself up and rolls up his sleeves up to his like about a quarter up his forearms, and puts his hands in his coat pocket as he walks out to the elimination area. All right, let's do this, shall we?
Why, old Smasher, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. In his own bespoke 3-piece suit.
Yeah, I figured, gotta look nice when you're eliminating your friends, yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
Alex is just there chilling in a jeans and a t-shirt, but like the t-shirt like has like what are they called? You put your hands through them.
Oh, the sleeves?
Sleeves, thank you. The sleeves are a tiny bit short. You can see some of the like marks of last night, but like it's just chilling.
Okay. The host Maeve, she looks at all of you, and as she says this next line, though, she is looking directly at Smasher. Don't you all look so charming and dashing?
One would even say smashing.
Yeah, smashing. That's a good one. So we're gonna move on with our elimination our elimination. I will take.
There would have been a very overt eye roll from Corn.
One by one. So I'm gonna start with Wyatt, and then I will take Con back, and then we'll go to Alex and then Smasher. We're gonna go back to the confessional room. You all are going to tell me your vote. And then we'll come back out here, and once everyone has voted, I'll reveal the results. And so she'll give you a little beckon, Wyatt, and you'll watch holographic Maeve go into y'all's confessional room. She actually disappears at the door, and then she reappears on a actual screen in the confessional room. But it looks like she walks through the door.
Wyatt sits down and looks at the screen. I will be casting my vote for Smasher, for Scott. I think he is the biggest threat here, and I think he needs to go home. It's nothing personal, but I think that, I mean, honestly, if I could really vote for anyone, it would be Alex, but I think that Scott's the one that we need to get out of the house right now.
Okay. So for clarity, Wyatt, you are casting your final vote for Scott?
I am.
Right. Thank you. And she'll disappear off the screen. And then the people in the living room will see her reappear. And she'll be out there, Wyatt, when you come back out.
Yep. And I'll go sit down.
Maeve keeps a straight face as she beckons Con back to the confessional room and does the same routine again. You'll see her pop up on the screen in front of you.
Con saunters into the confessional room and just lounges into the chair, kind of very casual like. The troglodyte has to go. Smasher has my vote.
Okay. Do you have any reasoning behind that, or?
I don't like how he smells.
And what would you say he smells like? For research purposes.
Oh. Abject failure and depression. Though he has made a significant move in letting go of old resentments, it's better for him to get out there and clear his head further.
Okay. A therapeutic elimination, I understand.
Indeed, it's all for his own good.
And is that your final vote?
Scott Smasher Sinha has my vote.
Understood. And the screen goes black. And
Con would come out and he'd kind of have the coat over the shoulder with one claw, and again just anime flash, and go and sit down.
Okay. And then she calls Alex to the back.
Alex gets in there. And now, I, Bart, as a player, have a question.
Yes.
Are we able to contain our votes? Like to say we don't vote for anybody.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. And Alex is like, okay, so I'm obviously not gonna vote for myself. If we're gonna vote, I'm gonna vote for Smasher, he's gonna be kicked out.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna vote. Because we have two new lovey buddies, and I gonna think of next week,
Abstaining to vote is an interesting choice. We're gonna sit here for a moment, though, and Maeve is just gonna stare you down through the screen. Not intimidating or anything. She's just stalling for time until the producers tell her that you can go back out there. All right. And then the screen goes black.
Yeah, and Alex goes out.
And then she'll summon Scott back.
Hey, Maeve.
Hi, Smasher.
Hi, you look great, as always.
Thank you. You're looking, as we said, smashing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think it's just good to see your face up close, even though it's not up close, Yeah, usually we just get to hear your voice, and it's not enough. It's not the same. So these rare moments of eliminations, even though they might be sad, it's good to see you. Yeah.
It's so good to see you. I'm, I of course not hoping that it'll be sooner rather than later, but
yeah. So I take it.
Oh, go ahead.
I take it you haven't had a discussion with the producers yet?
Oh, we may have talked a little bit, but this is all on, recording, so.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. So, I guess I get to choose who I vote for.
You do have to choose to vote, yeah.
And there is no way I could sweet talk my way into getting 3 votes instead of just the 1. Because I'm so smashing after all.
I guess we'll just have to see how the results come out, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what, there might be some rewards and luxuries added in. We'll see.
I mean, getting to see you once a week is a reward and luxury enough, but sure.
But I'm gonna have to ask Scott, who are we casting our final vote for?
Scott is going to lean in. He's going to reach for one of the cameras and look at it. This might be the last time I do this. This is most definitely going to be the last time I do this. I am going to vote for, looks at Maeve, myself.
Oh. Okay. I mean, are we certain? This is your final vote.
Mm-hmm. I have not been sure of anything else in my entire life. I want to get the fuck out of here and get the fuck into somewhere else.
I've got some places in mind, and then the screen just goes black.
Look at this bro.
And Maeve will be very professionally. You will see, for those of you who are in the living room, you're not sure 100% if it's the static of the magic, but there is definitely a faint little blush on Maeve's face when she rejoins you all before Scott walks out.
Okay.
I roll.
And the votes are in. And she's there's a freeze on y'all's part. You can assume that she is talking to the actual live audience for a moment and then comes back to readdress to you all. And in a stunning 3-0 vote, and all of you expecting 4 votes, hearing only 3 votes. Scott Smasher Sinha, you have been eliminated. You have a minute to leave the house.
Just a minute.
Just a minute.
I thought we would have a little bit more time, but that's all right. I can do wonders in 1 minute too. Yeah. Anyway, he's going to reach into his pocket, pull out the letters, and give one to Wyatt, and oh wait, shit, no, wrong one, and then go back and give her another one. Give one to Aadi. One to Con and one to Alex. I wrote these things as goodbyes, just in case. Do not open them till I've left, because then otherwise people will start crying, and I can't handle that right now. So yeah, anyway, peace out, bitches. I will see you outside in sooner than you might expect, maybe. All right.
Don't let the door smash you on the way out, Smasher.
Bye,
You know, Con,
Smasher.
maybe we'll let the door smash you one of these days. Anyway, I'm out. Bye. And he's just gonna book it out the door, hands in his pockets, whistling to himself.
And as you make it out the door, Scott, and everybody who is still inside at the tavern itself, you would hear a raging roar of applause from the live audience that is literally just outside the front door. And Maeve is also standing on like a sound stage outside of the door. And as you come out, she's also clapping for you. And she'll come over to reach you, a very professional hand as you come out.
Scott's going to reach for it and then bend to kiss her hand.
Oh, aren't you just the sweetest? Will you come sit with me for a little after show interview?
Sure, yeah. Does it have to be in front of all these people, though?
The first one does.
Fair enough.
And you guys would walk over to a little spot in the center of the stage, couple of stools, and she's got her legs all crossed, very primly dressed, and would just look over at you, Scott, and be like, tell us, how does it feel to go from selector to eliminee, all in a matter of, 48 hours?
Yeah, it kind of surprising, but also kind of like history making. This show has been on for what, like 12, 15 seasons? Yeah. It's never happened before where the selector is the one who's eliminated. And I thought it was really cool to be part of making that history. And letting go of the old and bringing in new, as it were. I got rid of my old burdens from the past with the picture of little Timmy fuckface. And now we're here with making history and gonna go down in the history books. That's not the only place I'm gonna go down in, but we can make a start from there.
I definitely think that is a good start for going down in the history books, especially in regards to this reality show. That being said, though, there is something else, Scott, that we are wanting to go down with in the history books, that is.
Of course.
We are needing a co-host for our finale.
I thought you.
Something...
So you're saying I get to dress up incredibly well and stand next to you, and
absolutely, I always need arm candy.
Yeah, of course, yeah, and I don't think I could have asked for a better co-host in my entire life. You've been doing this show for so long, like you are the epitome of a good host. So I feel like it's only fair that if I start out on my host journey, it's with someone as incredibly talented as and incredible and amazing and wonderful as you. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Smasher. I can't wait to help you further with this wonderful hosting journey you're going to be going on.
Yeah, I would love a very hands-on approach from you.
Yes. That's the producers telling me that we have to cut back into the house now. But I will love to catch up with you further, Smasher, with a later interview today. And we actually do have one in the morning lined up as well.
Oh, sure. Why not make it an even 3? We could go out for dinner too later.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Sorry. So back in the house. And the camera pans off of the main live stage and goes back into the house where the main front door has slid closed and you all have letters in your hands.
3 votes. That's curious.
I definitely voted.
I know I did.
I know I did.
Do I believe Alex?
Do you want to roll a deception, Alex, versus
Let's go.
Intuition from...
I would also like to roll intuition.
Okay.
That's a 14.
Well, that is 3d4 plus 4. Intuition is savvy. Yeah, so 4.
Wait. No, wait, it's deception, right? I've got
deception.
bonus on deception.
I feel like you would.
I'm a fucking bitch. Where's the I didn't here.
Yeah, I don't have anything else I can add to this.
What did I say? 14? It's a 16.
Yeah, 17.
17.
Ooh.
Woohoo! I got 11.
And an 11. So, Con, yeah, Alex didn't vote. Or Alex voted. Alex was one of those 3. But Wyatt, the math ain't mathin'. And you know Alex lied about that photo going under your pillow. So you got them suspicions.
Yeah, Wyatt
She does?
Well, I suspect you lied.
Yeah.
Wyatt looks over at Con and gives that eye like Alex is not telling the truth. Like what? Why would I have to lie about voting? You know, like you knew I was going to vote, and I would keep my word.
Why should I vote for anybody else but the person who's on the couch with me?
Why indeed?
You must. I mean, Con, you came to me last night. We shared a joint. You talked about United Front and shit like that. Wasn't that?
I just don't understand why you wouldn't vote regardless, Scott was going to go home. Even if Scott voted for you or not, that was still 2 votes against Scott. What's the point of not voting? It makes no sense.
I don't know.
Just to sow discord?
No.
I just wish I knew how that little brain of yours worked.
My brain is not that small, okay?
You sure about that?
Just because I don't use the big words, come on. That's mean.
It's the
Alright.
con claw tapping.
It just makes 0 sense.
I don't know. Last time he thought he knew what's gonna happen, he didn't put up a fight. Maybe this was his way of giving us last smack on the back. Or maybe he was like, no, I'm going with style. On the other hand, then he would have voted for himself. I don't know.
Well, whatever the case may be, the objective of the United Front has been met. So in that, kudos to whoever voted. I'm sure we will encounter more discord as we move forward.
We have a challenge coming up soon. But first, I would like to, I think I'm going to go to my room and read this letter.
So that's going to bring us back over to Scott. What did you write in everyone's letters?
Yeah,
Starting with Wyatt for confirmation of who's reading.
I voted for myself.
I think as Wyatt moves off, Korn would give a bit of a bombastic side eye to Alex, and then just do a little eloquent shrug and tear open the letter with a claw and pull it out there itself and start reading.
Alex would read in the living room too.
The con envelope opener is that's con merch right there. Somebody somewhere is getting on their fantasy Etsy right now and making dragonborn claw envelope
Letter
openers.
Yep.
There's also a lot of fan fiction being written, just as a by the by for our Alex and our con moment.
Enemies to lovers.
Yes. And they're having the hashtags that are coming from it are wild. You got a lot of what that mouth do, scratching poles. We're talking about some good little tail whipping in there. There's
riding
a
the
lot
dragon.
of riding the dragon. Yeah. The fantasy Twitter is going wild with debates on who was the top or bottom, because Discerning Diviner did flash out once things started to get a little too spicy in there after Dark hadn't gotten approved for this season.
Yeah, Monsterfucker Twitter is getting absolutely insane.
Absolutely feral.
Hello. Hey, sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, so letter time, is that what we're doing?
Letter time.
Cool. Okay. So who are we starting with?
We'll start with Wyatt.
Okay. Yeah.
Since she said it first.
Cool. So the letter is very short, succinct. Just reads. Well, actually, I'm going to rephrase that. The letter reads. Dear Wyatt, the last 12 weeks have been really intense, and didn't really get to know you as well as I wanted. I'm not really sure how much of the vibes that you put out was an act, how much of it was really you, but it worked really well. You made it a top 3. That's really cool. Fantastic. I'm sure everyone's curious about the vote result. surprising. That's a 4-0 knockout for the selector. Never expected that before. But I had a chance to make history, and I did. I will... I'm sure you will get more information in the coming day or so, but so far, congratulations on getting out of the fucking elimination in the first place. By the way, that was really cool. And for what it's worth, I did put you up because I thought you were the biggest threat. So yeah. Anyway, good luck with everything that's coming, and I hope that when we meet outside, we can meet without the baggage of this house. Signed, Scott.
Wyatt folds it up and puts it like in her the book that she brought in with her.
Who wants to go next?
Let
I think
Alex
Con
go.
said something. Oh, okay.
Let
Go into
Alex-
Alex.
let Alex go.
Yes, okay.
Yeah,
Spice.
okay. Alex. It was weird, but an honor to be nominated with you. I think that's the first time it happened in the last 12 weeks, which is saying something because weird shit. But anyway, I'm glad that if I were to go out, it was with someone as fierce competitor as you. You have your weird little quirks, and I don't like all of them. And I know, I don't have proof, but I know you stole my picture, but that's not the point. 4-0 is a very strange result. And I was offered an opportunity I couldn't resist. So I chose to throw the elimination thing and put myself on the block. And then chose to not try to get anyone's votes for said opportunity. Regardless, you have one more week. I hope you can get in between the terror twins that are Con and Wyatt. I feel like this letter was written before they had... Anyway, I feel like if you try to get into Con's pants, it might work out in your favor. But good luck with that, I guess. And yeah, maybe we'll see each other outside the house without any of the bullshit that comes with it. Scott.
Aww.
Okay.
He thinks I'm next.
He thinks I'm next.
Yeah, that's also that's Alex commentary. Like, aww, he thinks I'm next.
Con is just like lounging back in the chair, like the letter held up in one hand and just reading.
Okay, let me just start by saying that the reason I didn't put you on the block is not because I thought you were not a good competitor, but because I wanted to ride out the finale with you. I thought that would have... I still don't understand the finance shit that you do, and I don't think I ever will, but I feel like there is something that you have been holding back, and I wanted to try to unravel that before the finale. Don't think I'm going to get the opportunity for it this time, but however, something you should know. I've left little bits and pieces in the others' letters, and I'm going to leave the rest of it in yours. This was not a coincidence that the selector gets eliminated in the same week that he selected. It was an event that I was given an opportunity to be the host for the finale and for potential spin-offs of Discerning Diviner, as well as an all expenses paid first date with Maeve. And I figured I don't really need the money. I've made it this far. based off of pure vibes alone. And if this helps me elevate the brand some more and makes me the host for the shows, who knows, maybe Maeve might not be here for the 16th season. But don't tell her I said that. And anyway, it's been real. And have some chai and smoothies for me. That's it.
He would let out a little bark of laughter. That old cougar muncher.
What now?
That old cougar muncher.
Well, now you see, this is a long and fancy word that I wish I didn't know.
And he would he'd lean up and kind of like, do a quick little scan of the letter again. And then you could see from his body language that he was just like, he was lounging to kind of like, just let the paper go and let a flame breath kind of like, destroy it. But he folds the letter and slips it into his inner jacket pocket. And he gets up. Well. He would smile and turn away and head to his room.
You all go into in your rooms, leaving everything, letting everything like just get past. I'm making.
Alex is. Wyatt and Con are both decompressing silently. They're taking in the fact that, oh my God, we just made it to the final 3. Discovering Scott threw things. Wyatt knows that there was supposed to be 4 votes out there, and you both just hear the blender going. It's the loudest blender you guys have heard in this house yet, because there's not a ton of people to help like start blocking out noises. Every time someone leaves, the house gets a little bit quieter. And so everything also seems a little bit louder when it happens.
His scales just kind of ripple.
Yeah, Wyatt's laying on her bed with a pillow over her head.
And after a little while, the producers in the show giving you a time to decompress and figure your shit out, you'll hear that thaumaturgic magic playing over the speakers, and you all are called to the backyard for the succession challenge to begin, or the selector challenge to begin. As you head out into the backyard, there is a box, it's a transparent box, so you can see directly into it. On 3 of the walls, there is a button. Big red button, smack dab in the center of the wall. The host, Maeve, she comes on. All right. We've made it to the final selector challenge. I'm going to have everyone get into the box and stand in front of a button.
All right.
Right. You expect us to get into that contraption?
Yes. And stand in front of a button.
Are we supposed to press it?
Not yet.
Alex gets in.
All right. He'll do a quick little hop over.
Wyatt?
Oh yeah, I said I climbed in.
Oh, okay. Sorry. All right. As you all get in, the door that you would have gone through, which was the fourth wall that doesn't have a button on it, shuts, and you hear a little lock sound. All right. Now that everyone's in, no one's out. No one is allowed to leave until we have a selector. The way this game will work is the last person to let go of their button wins.
And we're getting like electrocuted or something?
No, you just have to hold this button down for as long as possible.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Given given that I'm unfamiliar with this format of entertainment, it seems you have an idea what's happening here, little
It's a
twink.
test of endurance.
Yeah. Have you ever like picked up a pen and just held it like this for 10 minutes?
Hmm.
Your arm's heavy. The first 10 minutes of holding down the button, no problem. The first hour, doable. After that,
Yeah. So we're gonna give you all a minute to nimble your fingers and figure out how you want to press this button. Because for now, you can press this button any way you would like. You can put 2 hands on it. You can hit it with your whole chest. We don't care.
So
For now.
could you describe how physically what's happening? So
Yes.
we're inside a box.
Yes.
Okay.
You're in a box, and on each wall, with the exception of the door you came in through, that's one of the 4 sides. Then on
Okay.
the other 3 sides, there is a button. Each of you are standing in front of one of these buttons.
Okay.
So you would have to be like if you're facing forward, you are looking at a button.
Okay.
Probably about chest height.
Okay.
And you can look out through the wall because they are transparent. There'd be a slight sort of vision moment because you're looking through like a glass. But so you can see out into the backyard. And then you would have Alex and Wyatt on the other walls. So you have an opportunity to press the button while you're facing the wall. You can turn around and you could face your team, your other residents, and press the button with like your back. Maeve is currently letting you know that you can press this button any way you would like at the moment, but that might change.
I lean my back against it.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
As a quick question, are we allowed to move as long as the button stays pressed?
Yeah. Currently, the only rule that you have is that button has to stay pressed.
How big is the button? Yeah. I believe Alex would like lean on it with its shoulder so he can reach it with his hand easier. Okay. Should there be you have to change position or something.
So Wyatt's leaning on it with her back. We got Alex against it on the shoulder. What about Con?
I'm just trying to think of how can he take a test, like, press of the button? Does it require a lot of force to be kept pressed? No.
Yeah, just like simply leaning against it. It has but like that if it doesn't take a lot of pressure to be pushed down, letting go of it will also can happen very easily.
And how far away are we from the other competitors and the other and their buttons?
We'll say it's like 20 by 20 by 20.
Cube. Okay, so that's quite large.
Yes, Yeah, they would try to do it strategically so that you wouldn't be able to just like casually lean over and like tickle someone or something. I'm sure that happened in like season 3.
Okay. I think Con would just kind of like, that thing where like kangaroos kind of sit on their tail, like, and the tail is a massive muscle, right? So he props himself up on his tail and he's just like, falls back onto the button. So
Okay.
he's keeping himself kind of stiff, but like, yeah, the button is pressed.
Gotcha. I am going to have everyone go ahead and roll our initiative. Give me them D20 rolls.
I got a 19.
A 19.
17.
17
12.
and a 12. That's not where that goes. Okay. Okie doke. We are going. I'm gonna have everyone. We're gonna go down the line, and I'm gonna have everyone roll me an endurance check.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be
Mm.
great.
That's
I think all of us are really weak.
Here we go.
Terrible.
We're all gonna do an endurance check, and then we'll go back around with one more round, and I'll let you all tell me what you're rolling and what you're doing. But to start us off, Wyatt.
That is a 12.
Okay. Con.
That's a 9.
Lowest rolls of the games, folks. We're getting here. We're going. Alex.
Also a 9.
Okay. You all have taken your positions. As you are looking around at one another, you all can tell that none of you were ready for an endurance competition. All of you were you were so used to the balls the last couple of challenges that you were not ready for endurance. But that's fine. Nobody let go in the first 5 minutes. Everybody's starting out okay. And as about half an hour passed, Maeve comes over the speaker and she congratulates you on making it 30 minutes in. It lets you know that that's the last time check you're going to get. So it's been 30 minutes.
Can we get some music in here?
You get no response. It is
Well,
the sounds that you all provide for one another.
well, now that we're in a position where we can't leave, I'd like to discuss something that old Smasher left for me in my letter. There were some clues dropped that there were other clues in your letters as to someone who might not have gelled with the United Front and its purpose.
Oh, he also wrote that 4-0 thing in your letter?
There was nothing about a 4-0 in mine.
Because there was something in mine.
What was it?
Mine.
That he got off the show 4-0, so I believe what he wants to say is he voted for himself.
Curious. He did point towards some outside influence that was taking him in another direction, for sure. But if he voted for himself, then one of us is lying as to who they voted for.
I think we both know who's the liar here.
Again, why shouldn't I vote for Smasher?
That's
That
what I've
is
been
the-
trying to figure out.
That is the question, isn't it? Well,
Anyway, my letter was mostly about how Smasher just didn't get to know me and wondered if I was playing a role or not. I didn't really have any secret sort of signs in mind. I don't think Smasher trusted me enough to tell me anything, which is totally fair.
I mean, I would pull out mine, but it's in the pocket of the jacket on the shoulder I'm currently leaning on.
Mine's in the book in the house.
mine's right here, and I will take it out because I'm leaning on my back. I take it out and I make it into a small little paper airplane, and I throw it to Wyatt.
I catch it, open it up, read it. Yeah, Khan's telling the truth. I didn't doubt him. I like read it out loud.
I was going to burn it because I thought it would be some drivel by old Smasher, but the old chap proved useful in the end.
If I'm wearing a jacket and I'm leaning on this shoulder and I have the letter in my pocket, would I need to roll something to get it out?
Is it a shoulder pocket or is it like just the pocket of your pants? I would say with that you should be able to get that out.
Yeah. Then I take mine out on it and I give it to Wyatt too.
Yeah. I'll also read it out loud.
So old Smasher really did vote for himself. Is curious, isn't it, little quick?
Why shouldn't I vote for myself? Or why should he write in all of the letters 040?
There's nothing about a photo in my letter. What about you? Why?
Like I said, he didn't really leave me any secret information like these. I don't think he trusted me enough to do so. I am remembering that right? He didn't leave me any, this is me genuinely asking. He didn't leave me anything secret like that,
I thought
right?
it also wasn't your letter.
This is me, Katy, genuinely asking. I can't remember.
I think like the only clue that was really in your letter was when he said it was a 4-0 vote.
Did he say it was a 4-0
vote?
vote?
He said it was a 4-0 vote?
Yeah, because that was the I think that was the only letter that it was specified in, was that it was going to be a 4-0.
It was going to be a 4-0 vote. Okay. Yeah. Well, then I will say that. Sorry, this is me. I wasn't trying to keep anything. I genuinely could not remember.
But I'm pretty sure it also wasn't mine, wasn't it?
It was in yours as well. It was in someone else. It was in one other person's.
4-0 was definitely specified.
He did say that it was going to be a 4-0 vote, so he was going to vote for himself regardless. So one of us did not vote for him, and I voted for him because that was the plan all along.
Hey, I know that you guys were mad at me and gave me, thought that I got into his room because of the picture. And if then Khan comes to me and says, hey, there's a united front, would I be that fucking stupid to throw this olive branch away?
I mean, yeah, you might have been.
I mean, I know I'm not the smartest of the bunch, but that hurts.
I'm just saying you might have done it just to sow discourse within the group, to try to make things crazy in the last couple of sessions.
I just banged the dragon. I believe that's more than crazy enough for the last episode, don't you think? I mean, props to you, Khan. Wonderful night. But still, what more drama or screen time thing would I want?
Someone like you, probably as much as you can get. It seems
Someone
like
me?
you love
What are you
attention.
saying? You're a beauty queen and tell me I love attention.
Am I wrong?
Actually, no. I love attention, but it's bold to tell me that I would throw stuff like this under the bus because this is the last week. It's really easy to kill somebody off in the last week.
Me and Con voted for Smasher. We both know we did.
And I'm telling you again and again, I did too.
Well, I don't believe you.
Well, how can I help you believe me?
You can't, because you didn't vote for him.
So why are we talking about this if you don't even want to listen to what I'm saying?
There's no point. Con knows the truth as well.
And as you all derail into a conversation of truth and lies, tell me how you all are continuing to hold on to the button during this conversation.
I'm going to use...
Yeah, we'll start with Wyatt, yep.
I'm going to use intuition for knowing how to move my body so I can stay comfortable against the button.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
Do I have +2?
Do I have it?
Oh, that is not good. 13.
13? Okay. So as y'all are conversing, you kind of find yourself like shifting a little bit against the button every once in a while. You know, you had to pick up a couple of letters here and there, so you've figured out how to kind of comfortably move on the button currently. There is a brief moment, like when you first started to move, when you were trying to catch the airplane, though, where you almost felt like you came off the button. Con.
I think at this point, he'd be trying to strategize how best to do this. And like, so given the kind of the effort needed to just like, have it being pressed being so low, I think his tail would kind of whip around and just kind of he'd lean just a little bit, but like the tail comes and presses the button, and then he will turn around and he'll kind of just lie down on the ground with his tail just pressed up against the wall, just laying against the wall and keeping the button pressed.
You said we were strategizing, so you're trying to we're doing like the Sherlock Holmes moment of it all, and you're mapping out the geometry of exactly what muscles you have to. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So 17.
Okay. You are able to pretty easily rearrange yourself. It's while Alex and Wyatt are really like going at each other. You kind of got that nice little moment where you're like, oh, maybe these two fuckers are gonna let go. Let me get comfy.
I'm just like I'm Con is basically like hands behind head, one leg like just like dangling off the other, and the tail just like resting against the wall, and he's looking upside down at the other two, just like grinning.
All right, Alex.
I believe Alex would use his vision to just see himself winning this.
Ooh, nice.
It's like pure determination and spite.
I'd lean that a little bit more on will than vision, because vision's more
Okay,
like your perception.
Ah, okay, vision is perception. Okay, I thought, okay, then okay, because I didn't use it yet.
Right, correct.
Because
That's the
I thought vision was like envisioning things. Then let me pick out something else. Where's my character sheet? There it is. Yeah, but you know what? It's not the most. I can use sleight of hand to just like keep the button pressed while turning around because by now the back's getting a bit sore.
I gotcha. So we're getting off the shoulder, kind of readjusting ourselves.
And that's a 15.
Okay. It's enough though to get you readjusted and moved around. You feel pretty confident with the dexterity of your fingers and your movement. You got pretty limbered up last night.
Yeah,
so you are,
the dragon knows.
the dragon knows. And anybody who watched that Fade to Black knows. And I mean, let's be real, Wyatt knows too. Wyatt is very, very well aware.
Unfortunately.
And that, at the end of that round, as you all have readjusted yourselves, little do you know, you have already been in this cube at the end of this round for about 2 hours. Yeah. And that is where we're going to cut it, my friends, as you all continue to hold the button. And next week, when we come back, we'll pick up our next episode in 2 weeks. When we come back, we will pick up with our residents at the 2-hour mark, holding the button. Bow, bow, bow.
Do the zoom in. Do the zoom in.
Do the zoom in. Zoom in. Bow, bow, bow.
Oh, wait. God damn it.
As
That's perfect.
the zooming is happening, hi, we'll go around the table so everybody can tell you where they can find them and what they are doing. I'm gonna start from the bottom and work our way up this go around. So yeah, we're gonna start with Katy.
I'm the bottom. Hi, I'm the bottom.
Oh,
No, Katy.
gosh.
Oh no!
I'm Katy. This is, as always, was so much fun. I love this game. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Katyface. That's KatyFaise. I'm a professional DM, winding down for the holiday season, but starting in the new year, I will be posting some more games if you want to get in on those. But yeah, this is great. I can't wait to see what happens in our next session. This is going to be wild.
Oh, Laura.
Hi, everybody. I'm Laura, also known as the Bard with Many Names. You can find me basically everywhere on the internet as the Bard with Many Names. You can find me at House of...
Bottom with many names? Sorry.
No, me literally typing that in the chat as you're saying it.
Well, you know, I will not leak my fat life here.
That's in the link tree, folks. In the link tree.
That's in the link tree. I'm here every other Friday. I am at Misadventurous League playing Fae Inc., aka What Happens If You're in the Corporate World, but also You Can't Lie, together with Urvy on Misadventurous League. I will be at Live from the Apocalypse on the 21st as at a Zeus themed Christmas one shot, which is gonna be delicious. I'm gonna be rhyming the whole time, and English is not my first language, and I'm scared. I am part of the Rose Court over at House of Dreams, and in the new year there will be some other things coming up that are not clear yet, but most of the time you can find me at Misadventurous League. I think, yeah.
All right, and Aadi.
Or at the bottom.
Make our way to the top.
Indeed. Hello, people of the internet. I am Aadi MK. You can find me at Noonlight Creations and on Instagram and on Twitch. I have my own homebrew campaign has started where I am playing with a brilliant table of veteran role players and GMs in their own right. It is a table that I'm glad to have curated. It is going in extremely good directions. But there is always a certain spice that is can only be found at Pantsless tables, and this is let us see where the chaos gremlin takes us as we go into the next session.
Oh, Chaos Gremlin is right. But speaking of Chaos Gremlins, Steve.
Hello, it is I, Steve. I'm here, I'm there, and I'm everywhere at this point, doing a bunch of really cool stuff. Tomorrow, well, technically today now, in like 6 hours, I'm going to be on Diversity Saves playing Trophy Dark, but a Christmas-themed, holiday-themed Trophy Dark game, which is really fucking intense. We're playing a bunch of elves, and I'm going to be playing like a neurotypical, analytical, robot-ish elf who's like very focused on accounting and numbers and research. And this is exactly how we do this thing, and no other way. There is no room for creative freedom in this fucking place. That's it. Anyway, and 24 hours after that, I'm going to be playing in another game for Diversity Saves, which is it's called Girl by Moonlight, I believe. Yeah, that's a really fun game. I get to play a rock star who can shapeshift, but doesn't know they can shapeshift and assume and the assumption is that they're a werewolf, because the first time they shapeshift was into a wolf on a new moon, full moon, whatever, and they haven't tried to shapeshift into anything else because they didn't know that was a thing. So anyway, yeah. But yeah, we've got a bunch of really cool shows coming up. The next month and a half, we are good on new shows. At least we're like the shows that are running are the shows that are running. But end of January, early February, we have 2 new shows starting, and we're gonna have more shows coming in the new year as well. Yeah, that's basically all of it. We'll be back with episode 3 of Discerning Diviner in 2 weeks. That is the 27th, I believe. Yep, right around the holidays. So, yeah. And very excited to bring back Scott, but as a host maybe this time, because I thought that was a cool way to write him off, but not write him off, and to keep the cast as the cast. Anyway, that's all from me.
Aadi, I know you wanted to interject something.
Now, Steve, can I reveal our spoiler?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I am going to be part of the upcoming programming because I am going to be running what we hope to be a long-form Blades in the Dark campaign on Pantsless tables. So look forward to that.
Yeah, it's going to be replacing this show. So yeah.
Heck yeah! We get to keep Aadi's prime time spot. You'll know where to find that gorgeous face Inigo. But howdy, hi, thanks. I'm Urvy Fitz, and I've been your host for you today. Thank you so much for coming out to Pantsless Tables with that little special kind of spice you can't get anywhere else. But you can find me across the internet as Caesar Slod pretty much everywhere, or just type in Urvy Fitz because I'm the only one out there. If you're ever interested in playing a game with me, you can check me out on Start Playing. I host games regularly there, as well as being a GM for hire. Otherwise, you can catch me with Bard down there, over there, me looking over. Okay, cool. On Fae Inc. at Misadventurers Leagues on Tuesdays, where I play Mousy, a halfling cleric who hates her life, but she just got a promotion, so maybe things are looking up. I'm also going to be running Discerning Diviner here for 2 more episodes, with the next one being on the 27th. And then my list grew significantly shorter as this week grows to an end. I'll be on December 17th on Dinner and a Games, Winter Games. I'll be playing in an Alien RPG one-shot, so come watch me not know how to play Alien RPG. But other than that, I think that's actually about all, folks. But don't forget to check in with your neighbors. But Toodaloo, TTF.
Oh shit! Yeah, I am supposed to do
Next
that.
time.
We're gonna go. Bye.
Here we go. Bye.
Okay, we're off.